Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. I'm gonna have to pull this down so y'all. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. How you guys doing? I know you guys miss me. I know. I have a very interesting topic to talk to you guys with today. To talk to you guys about today. This is gonna be very, very interesting, I guess. I said it right. I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody should be doing okay, right? And if you're not, we finna get right. We finna get it right. So as you can see, and mind you, let me say this, right? This message is only directed towards the light workers. That is what the LWERS stands for. That is a term that I came up with, that I created, and it stands for light workers. It's a short term, an abbreviation for light workers, okay? LWERS, it was here first, all right? Now, you know people be stealing shit, but I don't really look at shit like it's being stolen. If they can take it and tweak it, leave it alone. You know, cause can't nobody do it like me. Hey, baby. Anyway, so you guys, this is a very, very interesting topic, right? I know you guys been seeing about what's been going on the news. We're gonna tap into the vibes. We're gonna tap into the energy and see what's going on. And see, you know, what's on the land. So the first video that I want to show you guys, and things are going to be quite different. I want to let you guys know that you are on a divine line. You are on a secure line when you come here, okay? I have already spoken to Source and our ancestors as far as the portals being open and us being protected. So just know that that's just what it is when you come up over here. Please be respectful in the comments, even though we know we got fools out here that just can't get it right? So they gonna come, right? So the first video that I'm going to be showing will be this one right here. But this is pretty much what it is, right? Like I said, it's psychological manipulation and in reference to you, chosen ones, light workers, which is who this channel is dedicated to, you know, now. And so let's see.
God is righteousness.
Let's see.
God is not a color. God is righteousness.
Hold on.
It's awareness. It's
Hold
love.
up. I gotta start it over because I don't want y'all to hear from the beginning. Heavy that.
God is not a color. God is righteousness. It's an awareness. It's a love. And once we realize that God is an awareness, God is righteousness, God is love, then you have to surrender. Because ain't nobody living in that. Everybody corrupted. Everybody full of their own way of thinking. Everybody's full of their own anger and hatred and got their own selfish ways and their own ego and the millions and cars and this and that. What does that do for the people? How is that freeing our souls? How is that helping our consciousness? How is it breaking us out of the mold and the way of thinking that we have gathered as putting us in bondage? You're not free. And until you realize that, you will never be free. Free yourselves from this way of thinking and connect with God, which is a righteousness way of thinking and thought, Christ consciousness. Stop worrying about God and the body of God. Worry about God's consciousness and the voice within God. Love.
Okay, so this is the vibes that we're gonna be tapping into today, okay? Because I had seen yesterday, everybody was just in an uproar about this shit with Trump being shot at, right? And I don't want to make it so much about Trump, but I do want to, like, the past couple of days, I just been being shown a lot of things that, I mean, it's disgusting, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What I've been being shown is inside. I'm furious. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Panther Nation? Inside, I'm furious. Okay. Let me say hi to everybody, right? Because I'm really finna channel y'all, so I don't want to stop. Hi, how you doing? Hi everybody. So right now, I mean, earlier, I mean, I just had, like, you know how you get irritated? Y'all be that's very nice of you to say, but you know that ain't happening. But anyways, so the shit that happened with Trump, right? All of that stuff that happened or whatever. I mean, I was just picking up on a lot of energy or whatever, and how the mass is manipulated. And I had said this maybe like 3 weeks ago. This was before I even left and went to another country or whatever. I had said that there was something that was coming. You know what I'm saying? And you know, spirit don't allow us to know everything at once. We see certain things, you know, sort of show us certain things, you know, light workers, but it just like, it can't be too much because it's only so much that we can handle, because whatever is coming, it's not going to be good. And being a light worker, we are very sensitive and prone to other people's emotions and feelings. I can feel people across the world, you know what I'm saying? I can sense children being, you know, taken and things like that. I can pick up on shit like that. Especially elderly people. I could pick up on elderly people being mistreated and all that type of kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of work being able to be stable and rooted and not allow that to dictate, you know, who I am and my present, being able to be at peace and calm with being able to feel all of this. So a lot of people that's diagnosed, you guys, with like bipolar and different disabilities, and they taking a lot of different medications, anxiety and things of that nature, a lot of them are light workers and they don't know how to uphold or channel that information that come through. It's a lot of information that comes through. Okay. I feel like it's an understatement when they say that it's not for the weak. I feel like that's the wrong term to use, that it's not for the weak. You need a teacher to teach you how to have you guys ever seen Avatar? Watch Avatar. You have to go through, and this is a lifelong, you know, learning thing. Like you have to go through different, you know, how can I say it? Just for myself, I speak for myself. It's different levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Of training. And it's not that you can't be trained by anyone that wasn't trained by an ascended master that is not here in the physical. Okay, so you're being trained by source. You're being spoken to by ascended masters. You're hearing things, seeing things, and things of that nature, right? And so, I believe that you would have to come to, it's not even what I believe, what I know, because I've been through it. You have to know who you are and know that you are not crazy, because 9 times out of 10, if you are getting these downloads and you are seeing these things and you're seeing extraterrestrial beings like myself, and you're being shown things that's happening in parts of the world where you're not even at, it can very much drive you crazy. A lot of people that's on the streets that didn't want crazy, that's what it is. They wasn't able to handle it. But a lot of people have asked for it. And so I also learned to be careful what I asked for, because I have asked for more information than I can handle, and it was given to me. Okay, and I had to brace myself. I had to calm my mind, and I had my higher self. I actually then heard my higher self speaking, telling me to be calm and breathe, because I was panicking inside because of everything that I was seeing. So when they say be careful what you ask for, is very true. You have to understand that on this journey, on this path, on your path, there are, you know, things will happen how they're supposed to happen. Things will unfold how they're supposed to unfold. When you speak to the divine and when you speak to your ancestors or the ascended masters, you should be speaking as far as asking for things, as far as the strength to do things, protection. You get what I'm saying? Wisdom and knowledge of how to maybe finish something that you have going on. You know what I'm saying? You might be writing a book. Well, source, which direction am I supposed to go in? Source, what am I supposed to, like, you know, can you show me? Can you show me? Or can you put the right people, you know, in my life so that I can, because I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So those are the things that you would want to ask for. You don't want to ask for, I have an aunt, y'all, this is real spiel. I have an auntie who asked to be able to read people's mind. Mind you, she was already empathic. Her dad was a numerologist, okay? He played with numbers. And I'm talking about, he didn't just play with numbers in the spiritual realm. He also played with numbers when it comes to gambling. And so he mixed the universe numerology with the physical, which was some shit that, you know what I'm saying, I don't think that worked out too good. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, back to what I was saying, y'all. Y'all gotta see my last video that I posted. I'm gonna do the same thing on this one, right? Watch this, y'all. Just watch this. If you can't stay and you gotta come back, that's fine, but watch this. So anyway, she asked to read people's mind. And so she got just what she asked for, y'all. True story, okay? And now today, she's older than me. She wish she never asked for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm like, and I asked her, I said, out of all things, you wanted to read people's mind. How you doing, Isabel? How you doing, baby? I'm like, out of all things, you wanted to read people's mind, right? So let's get into what it is that, we're going to channel some energy. All right, this is not so much about the cards today, you guys, but I'm going to channel, and you're going to see me channel in a different way. I probably done it a little bit on here, but nah, not like that. So this whole thing with Trump, okay? Trump being, shot at and all that shit. I was just like, I was really disgusted. Because I really don't care about, presidency. I never cared about that type of kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I never cared about the presidency or the Congress. All that shit, the voting and shit, that's never been a thing for me. I've never really been into and I've shared this with you guys, just the outside world. I never was like tapped into that type of kind of stuff, like how people are so tapped into it. So I want to show you guys so you guys can get what I'm saying. This right here. Hold on. It works, and I don't care. Listen to this. How long you... Hold on. Damn, what happened? I don't care how long. And does. Hold on. This is... I don't care how long he works, and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this? And why is that? It's the Roman Circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated. So they don't ever question the emperor. 150 of the most powerful men and women in the world can meet in secret in Baden-Baden, Germany, and plot the fate of billions. And nobody even cares about it. But 6 football players go to lunch together, and it's in the headlines across the country. You have a reflection of the society in which that exists. Okay, so y'all heard what he was just talking about, right? And how things are now. So as far as like you light workers, I want you to understand this. So I want to, and just listen to me, right? Just listen to me. You have to do an overview of your entire being, your life, throughout your life. Just throughout your months and years, it's good to do an overview and remember the things that's happening, the pattern and things that things happening. Okay? Now think about, let's go back to, and I'm not going to just throw no year out there. Let's go back to when they say it was slavery, even though it's still slavery, right? It's still slavery that's going on. To be honest with you, we all are still slaves, right? And the goal is to become free, right? The goal is to become free. You are always a slave if you don't know who you are. And as long as you play somebody else's game, you are a slave to that game, okay? If you're not walking in your own destiny, if you're not able to produce your own structure and only ride your own structure, then you are a slave, because you are now on someone else's structure. You are on someone else's, timeline. You're playing their game. So I want you to think about this. I heard some shit earlier too where they was talking about how the moon and the sun, and I'm gonna share that with you guys, and this is very true, and I can tell you how I know it's true. The sun and the moon is a portal, and there are many suns and moons. Okay? Remember how I be telling y'all don't go to the light? I'm like, don't go to the light. When you leave here, don't go to the light, because it's something about the light that spits you back out here. Facts. You know? It infuriated me knowing how they've been playing games with our souls. How they've been playing games with people. Now, there are some souls that's here, and I've seen this shit, right, y'all? There are souls here that act out, they act up. But because of the democracy and the things that they've been through, as through lifetime and lifetime, and how they've made the narrative, it's like they're creating a narrative right now for our children in the future. They're creating a narrative for our grandchildren, okay? For whatever nations is going to come after us being here, because this will all end and cease, right? Right now they're creating a narrative. So everything that you see out there that's happening is being created for what's going to come in the future, right? Just like the things that's been taking place out here. They say that the revelations, you know what I'm saying? The revelations or whatever, whatever you might have. It's a lot of things in the revelation that's unfolding, right? Just like the Simpsons. It's a lot of things in the Simpsons that's unraveling and things of that nature. So if you share a mind like me and you can channel with me, okay? Because I got some sisters and some brothers that I channel with, and I'm talking about we go far. And I'm talking about we go out there, and it feels so good to be able to see over what the fuck they doing and not be stuck in here and be a part of the circus, okay? You don't want to be a clown in this shit, man. I'm telling you, right? We don't want to do that. So, what I was saying is, right, as far as like the sun and the moon, matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys. This shit is crazy, man. I mean, earlier, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And I was like, man. Okay, so here we go right here.
The sun and moon are both.
Okay, hold on.
They've lied to you. The sun and moon are both local. I'll get into that another time. The focus of what I want to talk about is that right now the sun has been elevated to a higher emitting of frequency. It's emitting more than ever before. That's why it is so effing bright when you look up at it. Try sun gazing. I've been sun gazing for over 7 years. The sun has never been this bright. Every time there's a solar eclipse, it gets even brighter. Do you want to know what the sun is? The sun is a portal. Just like the moon is. The moon is not a floating rock, even though it looks like that. You have to remember, your vision is limited immensely. Just look at a chart of what your vision can actually see with frequencies and waves and colors, and try to tell me that there's not shit going on around us and all around, even the shit in front of us that isn't actually realistic or what it is supposed to be. Colors are vibration, everything is vibration. That's why we see things a certain way. So, if the moon is truly not a rock, what is it? I'll get into that in a second. It's basically a hyperactive space shuttle, and it's so advanced. What it's used for is harvesting souls. And I'm talking about after you pass and you go to the light, it sucks all of your energy, frequency, all from the container which you are, sucks it into these interdimensional beings that are using us for life force and energy, and then shoots you right back down and continue the cycle until you become self-aware. Now the sun. The sun is the essence of creation itself. It is one of the highest emitting of frequencies and the closest to the frequency of quote-unquote Yahweh and Yeshua. Yahweh, Yeshua, yes, to God itself.
Okay, so look it. When you come here, you choose and pick what you want. So I remember I was working in Sacramento, and I would get off of work at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to have to walk home. True story, y'all. The moon, it was a full moon. And when it's a full moon, I get excited, right? Because it actually pulls out psychic energy. It pushes out psychic energy. Facts, I know, right? Because I've done moon magic. Real shit, I've done moon magic. And I seen this portal from the moon. Y'all, it was like a vessel. It was a vessel like this. It was circle like this. I put this on my kids. I don't put shit on my kids. I put this on everything I love. It was like circle like this. And I looked up and I'm like, that's a fucking portal. It was a portal that went from the moon to a star, and it was directly attached to that star. Now, can I see the beings that was going through it? Absolutely not, because our eyes can only see so much. We don't even use our whole fucking brain. It's a little part of our brain back here that we use. And that's the part where they decalcify it. And this is all of the food and the toothpaste and everything. This is where fucking autism, but this is where when people can't remember stuff. What's the name of it? You know what I'm talking about. When people, dementia and shit like that. That right there, right? That's where dementia hit it. That's that little part of the brain. I believe that's supposed to be like the reptilian part of the brain, if I'm not mistaken. So I seen it and I stopped, and I'm walking through, like, I'm going through like a parking lot, whatever, where I have to walk it, and it's usually, it be homeless people there. And so I would take, y'all, I used to steal the food, right? I don't give a fuck. I used to steal the food from McDonald's because that's where I was working at. Because they used to throw all the food away, and it was new food. So I would steal that shit and I'd take it to the homeless people, right? When I swear to God, I did. And they like, you can't do that. Fuck y'all. What y'all talking about? Y'all finna throw it away. Anyways, that's not about that. So while I was taking them some food, and I'm looking at this shit, so I'm sitting there talking to the homeless people, right? And I'm like, well, let's say they were hella cool. I don't even want to call them homeless. I was talking to some divine souls, right? And he said, yeah. He said, I put this on everything I love. He said, yeah, you know, that's a spaceship. You know that, right? And I was like, what? He said, that's a spaceship. I ain't know what the fuck he was talking about. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't believe him. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's a spaceship. I'm like, this was like 4 years ago. I'm like, but do you see that right there? I said, it's a tunnel that's going from the moon to, I said, that's a tunnel. Y'all, when I tell you, it was like light, it was like a light blue, it looked like it was a spirit. Because I see souls, right? It looked like that. That's how it looked. How I see the souls when I see the souls, how souls look. And so I was just standing there with them, and we were just looking at it. But what he's saying, it is very, very true. It's truth to it. It is. And so I just literally seen this today. And I was like, damn, that's crazy that I seen this. And I remember having that interaction with the divine souls that I had ran across. Well, I didn't run across them. I was to see them all the time because I was taking food all the time. But you know what I'm saying? And we seen that. So when I tell you that Source will, you know, when you ask for things or when you be shown things, everything happen in order. You know what I'm saying? You will get clarification and you will be shown, you know, things will meet up, okay? Things will meet up, right? So let's get back into the rest of it, right? What you see, the title is, it says psychological manipulation, right? All right, so psychological manipulation. This is something that has corrupted. It's a corrupt business, okay? And they've been playing mind games and utilizing the TV, the internet, you know, basketball games, football games, all of these different things that we are attached to, that we worry about, to keep us, you know, our minds out, to keep us asleep, to keep us, you know, in a daze, to keep us in a frenzy, or whatever the case you want to call it, right? I say a slumber. I feel like a slumber is like just right head on, right? Because if a motherfucker not woke, then you in a slumber and you walking around, that's a slumber. Look that shit up. I don't know what it means, but that shit came to me, right? So let me tell you what I did. So I went and looked this shit up, right? It says evolution, and this is just like how can I say it? Moving towards evolution. What is evolution? Evolution would be great radiance, chemical evolution, celestial evolution, and biological evolution. It says corporative evolution, cultural evolution, and enlightenment evolution. Those are the stages of evolution, right? And so radiance, chemical, you know, all of these different things, right? It's the makeup and the genetics of our bodies. All right, that's why you hear a lot of people on the internet that be talking about take care of your body and stuff, like, it's good to fast and things of that nature. But like light workers, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Like I said yesterday, like this shit is not gonna end. Like, of course, one day we won't never be here, but what about the nations that's gonna come, right? And so each time that we come back here, each time that our ancestors then came back here, the reason why they came back was to get us out of this game, to free us so that we can be free. It ain't not one person that's on here that's watching me can say that they absolutely feel free. I don't give a fuck what you doing. I don't care how much shadow work you do. I don't care, because you always be met with some new shit that needs to be either fixed, healed, or it's something. We're constantly having, deaths and rebirths. You get what I'm saying? We're constantly having death and rebirths, and we're constantly seeing shit on a different level. The more and more we understand ourselves, the more and more we come in, and the more and more we become alive. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know who you are, you dead. You know what I'm saying? If you sitting around this motherfucker playing and you playing that game, then you're a puppet. You know what I'm saying? You're not here actually, right? So we're gonna get into the cards and we're gonna see what it be. I'm gonna get in the comments and see if you never been oppressed in your life, you wouldn't speak on that Donald Trump. You have a beautiful day too, baby. Okay, so let's go, right? So this is what I was told, y'all, that right now they're being these are my favorite cards right here. I be hitting with those. So right now the masses are, don't allow nobody to, detour you from what it is that you're doing. There's a sweep that's going on right now. I talked about this yesterday, okay? And a lot of people are the daytime is the only time they are comfortable. At nighttime they're very uncomfortable, okay? They only have they only have as much as sense as they have required for themselves, okay? So you're going to come across people that's going to play in your face. They're going to, come with bullshit. They're going to say certain things because they're not mentally there, okay? A lot of these people haven't chosen to create their own narrative, their own path. So I mean, they're going to try to knock you off your rocker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't let them do that. They're going to try to detour you as far as making you how can I say that? Making you feel like what you're doing is all for nothing, but it's not. So like earlier, like I just was just sitting in the living room by myself, and it's like I just had a really calm mind, and it was just so many messages coming through. I feel like right now, me sitting here with you guys, talking to you guys, there's a lot of things that Spirit don't want to share. I swear I'm being called to make a channel specifically where it's just light workers that's in there. It's things that Source do not want me to share right now. It's too many people in here that's not of light. It's too many people or souls that's in here that's not worthy of that information. So that's what I'm being shown. I'm gonna see what Source do allow me to share with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And it really hurt my heart that is. So I'm really going to work on a safe place for us to talk, and anybody that want to come over and I love her so much. I love you so much. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make that channel for sure. But you feel me though? You feel that energy? Shit be crazy, man. Really do. It really do, because whew, Judgment. That's the first part. That's the first part that came out. Judgment. I can't make this shit up. Man, do it. Do it. They try to discourage you, you know, because I don't know. I don't even want to get into their minds of why they do what they do, why people do what they do. You know, I only can grasp the part where I don't want to be in that. You know, I don't want to be in that. It's suffocating. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost as if I just see so many souls that's entwined with each other, but they don't have no space to breathe. You know what I'm saying? I just see death. You know, that's what I see. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? And really, what ultimately what it is, which is the first part to come out, is judgment. You know what I'm saying? And so I was even told, like, you know, do not look at them. Do not look past them. To look past them. So what other messages do you have, Spirit? We got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the Nine of Pentacles. I was right on the money, y'all, because I be having to count these cards. The other cards be having telling me what the numbers and the words and shit. I ain't got to count, but that's the Nine of Pentacles. So calmness, calm mind, okay? Some of you guys are creating things that, it's not even creating, it's the work that you've been doing that got you up into this point. So whatever work that you've been doing within yourself, I just want to let you know that it's paying off. It is. Okay? Those that have come against you are those relationships that haven't, that you haven't gotten any reassurance on, or you haven't gotten, like, you know how sometimes we be wanting to know people why. Why did you do this? Why did, you know what I'm saying? These people, these souls, because I don't even see people, these souls, you know, are under judgment, but also it's going to be some way that you're going to be able to move forward from these soul ties without knowing why they did what they did, why they wasn't there. A lot of you guys had parents that you haven't, you know, are people that really, really affected you, that left without, they left you in, they left a lot of trauma and pain, and they did not, they chose not to, you know, leave you, give you any type of kind of, like, you know, why they did what they did. And so I'm picking up on, like, source that, you know, what you want to call it, spiritual court. They're in spiritual court. Okay? I'm picking up on them having dreams. You know what I'm saying? Which is visions. I call them visions. Or just having these, you know, downloads of them needing to get right. Them needing to get things right with you. And I feel like you are, like, you know, you got your head down focused on what it is that you need to focus on. You're not even tripping off of that energy. You like, it is what it is. But some of you guys have, lately, I would say in the past 3 or 4 days, have, like, thought about some of the people that was close to you that really hurt you, and you could have teared up, but you could have also came to a place where it's like, damn, it was like it set you free. Because you really thought, you seen it out. That right there is I'm not going to say it's a gift, but that's spirit coming in, and your ancestors coming in, showing you things by way of the work you've done. The work that you've done have gotten you to understand fully why things have to happen the way it happened. And how it happened, it uplifted you. It put you in a position to where you're more knowledgeable in this lifetime. You're going to be able to take all of this with you, by the way. All of this, you're going to be able to take with you. All right? Sometimes you're not going to get that from people. Sometimes people ain't going to... Let me tell you something. They feel like they do more harm by not giving you selfish, like assuring you of things or telling you, you know, why they did it. They feel like them just leaving out and so that means that their intentions was to hurt you. Their intentions was to have you in that state, in that mind. So because they want to leave you like that. If they did give you anything and you know sit down and talk to you and was you know things like that, that wouldn't be like them, would it? That would not be like them, right? So by way of you know who they is, their character. That's not their character. So you just have to move on. Spirit, what other messages do you have? The death card. I cannot make this shit up. Spirit, what other messages? The wands. Now you see how the death card came out and the wands came out, like the create. So you light workers, right? This is what they wanted for you. They wanted to kill your dreams. They wanted to kill your inspiration, what you were inspired to do, anything that you shared with them. They wanted to put a death to it, okay? To you, to you, like emotionally not being able to make it through. They wanted to keep you in a place where you were just always sad. You was always, you know, overthinking. Like they wanted to keep you in a state of mind where your intelligence just, you know what I'm saying, was just out of whack, right? 1 minute, okay, I gotta hit my baby just hit me. I'm gonna call you back. I'm on the internet. So this is what they wanted to do, right? And so if anybody come in from the past, or if it's people that's coming in just in general presently in your life, and they come with any negativity at all, any shit that don't make sense, you're going to be able to discern it by way of all the shit that you done been through, all right? Somebody's name is Tom, okay? I'm picking up on somebody's name being Tom. So now we got the Three of Wands right here, right? The Three of Wands. Right after the Death card. That's you looking over, okay? So this right here, I will call this the eagle eye energy, okay? And so eagles can see from very high. They can see they prey very high. And then when they come down and get they prey, they take they prey up very high, right? In altitude, right? So this is the Three of Wands. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I will call that like ascending. You know what I'm saying? And ascending is seeing things from a higher perspective. You know what I'm saying? Being able to have different perspectives on things, you know what I'm saying, in your life, so that you can be, so that you won't, so that the energy that bees, or the power that bees that want to keep you here in this delusional cremation, okay, because that's what the fuck it is. That's what these souls, that's what's happening to these souls, you know what I'm saying? When you think about heaven and hell and they talk about that shit, hell is basically a cremation deferment, I will say, right? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay? And so if that in their mind, and a lot of motherfuckers that's like delusional and that's like negative and things of that nature, 9 times out of 10 they Bible thumpers. That's what they talk. They use God for what they do. They use God for the fucked up shit they do. You know what I'm saying? They do fucked up shit and then they use God and they want to talk about God and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes them feel good. That's their thing, right? But you, on the other hand, you've been moved. Like, you've been moved around. You know what I'm saying? You've been moved from that, pulled apart from that. So it's a lot of people that didn't left in the past like couple of years. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, like, you standing alone right now. Okay? Somebody's name could be Eleanor, or maybe you know somebody named Eleanor. Lilith. That name is significant. The Fool card. Didn't I just say that you've been pulled apart? Like, you've been pulled away from all of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That struggle mentality. You know, those families that just, you cannot coexist with because they don't want you. And they never felt like you should even be in the family because you really wasn't a part of the family. You wasn't. You were placed in that situation. You have to understand this, like, once we are placed in places that is very tough and rough, but we are very like loving souls. But we have to, we're so loving, Source have to put us in a fucked up situation so that we can learn how to fight, so that we can learn how to defend ourselves, so that we can learn who they truly are and know how to deal with them, but also that the love that we embody that never leaves us. You know what I'm saying? It never leaves us. And I'm not gonna say never, y'all, because some people, a lot of these souls is fucked up, y'all. At one point they did love. They did, like, you know what I'm saying? But because they had to keep coming back here and being recycled, it was a lot of abuse that they went through. It was a lot of torture and shit. Like those movies that they be making when they be, the CIA be taking people, or, you know, the ops or whatever, they be taking people and they be like torturing them and shit. A lot of these souls been through that. So they are their souls are, that's what they know. It's like they were trained that way. You get what I'm saying? And so it's been a cycle of that, and they never made it out. They never came out of that mindset. Because whatever mindset you leave here on, that's where the frequency of your soul. You have to understand that. Like before, when I first got on this shit, like starts like really, like I've always been able to pick up on energy and stuff, but really got into like me and wanting to know what this is that I embody. Like, how do I know these things, and what, like, you know, just really studying myself. I just remember when I was vibrating at a low frequency, when I used to astral project, it was just certain things that I could do, but it was so far that I can go in the spiritual realm. I couldn't go far, but now it's different. I do a lot of things in the spiritual realm, and you know, I can go very far. Now I can, and it's still presently. It just depends on where I am mentally. Like if I got like some shit on my mind and I'm stressing, I can't go too far like I usually do. So I'll be like, damn, no, you got to get back to that. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Now you need to take a break. Maybe you need to fast. You need to exercise, because it feels good to be free. It feels good to be able to see things that's further than this. It feels good to be able to travel beyond this dome. So let me keep going. And that's being a fool. Taking an adventure. You know what I'm saying? Zero. Remember I told you guys that zero, you guys can be seeing zero. And if not zero, you could be seeing 1, 0, 10, the number 10. You know what I'm saying? But zero is a portal. Circle, just like the sun and the moon. It's a portal. That's a portal number. That's one of the highest numbers. People don't know that. Even though it's a low number in the physical. That's one of the highest numbers. Zero is. The Empress. I don't know, y'all. These Empress and these decks and shit, right now, how I'm feeling, these Empresses is not good Empresses, okay? These Empresses and these Emperors is not good, and it's falling right under fucking Judgment, all right? Because I was finna put it right here, but I'm like, it's getting too long over here. And I put it right under Judgment. They're under Judgment. These Emperors and these Empresses is fucking under Judgment, y'all. I'm telling you, man. Because you got to think about what an Empress is. You know what I'm saying? An Empress is someone who rules over things, right? Rules over nations. Okay, but who's been ruling over these nations that's here in the physical? Empress, Empress. There are some countries where it's called that, where they are called that. Just like the queens and the kings. They fall under the same line. And what have they done for the people? What have the president done? Why everybody's so on the fucking president? The story and the narrative on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you even care? If something happened to you today, you think your child will be able to pick up the phone and call the president? Look, I ain't got no money to bury my mama. I ain't got no money to bury my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Can I? Hell no, they can't. So why is the focus on outside? Like, why? You can't call on the motherfucking, you can't call on none of them. Nobody in none of these institutions can you call on. So we gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? Remember, you know, where it's at. Even though we're in this dome and we're in here, that does not mean that we cannot escape it. That does not mean that we cannot, because the more powerful you are, as far as knowledge within yourself and wisdom within yourself, the more powerful you are, that's how you decode the matrix, and that's how you're able to go out the dome. It's a few of you guys who astral project and went outside the dome. I'm picking up on. It's a few of you guys. Some of you guys are young that's watching right now. And you haven't quite, been able to, but you still have time. You still have a ways to go. You know what I'm saying? You're working yourself up to it. Spirit, clarify this, Empress, on this matter. The moon card came out. Same shit we've been talking about. They've been, look at the powers that be, the ones that's running all of this shit. They've been using moon magic on us. They've been manipulating the energy to keep us in a because I'm looking at the death card and the moon and then the Empress. They've been using death magic to keep our minds gone. They've been doing all kind of stuff, because when I look at the death card, like you see this hole through the head. A lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of confusion that's coming up. The energy is very strong right now. It's a lot of Leo energy, a lot of Aries energy I'm picking up on. They're like speaking, like the energy is so fucking strong. They're creating narratives in the media, so people can focus in on that, because it's a portal that's finna open. It's a portal that's finna open, y'all. And they don't want nobody to be in calmness or in a peaceful place, because if you are, you're going to, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's some real shit. I didn't know that's how I just got on here with y'all. That's better than money, man. Okay, so it's a portal that's finna be open, right? I didn't hear this from nowhere, y'all, but I gotta see. I bet you somebody gonna be talking about it. I bet you Aquarius Maximus gonna talk about it, because she always talk about stuff like this. So I'm gonna be hella on her channel to see if me and her align, because a lot of us real true readers, we always align with each other. The message is always like, and so I just be like, I be looking at the ones that I notice, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so it's like they're dangling a carrot over here and the real shit is happening over here, y'all. 8 is significant. Okay. This is gonna be a welcoming Sunday. Okay? A welcoming Sunday. Yeah, they're gonna stir up some shit. If you're not on your pivot, if you're not standing in your motherfucking power, they are going to take your motherfucking soul, okay? Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. You see that? Can y'all see in her eyes? Get a good look in them eyes, right? Whatever you watch, whatever you listen to, that's where they going through. That's where they are going to attack. So they're creating narratives and things that's happening. It's probably going to be some deaths I'm picking up too. It's going to be some deaths that's going to be, it's going to be broadcasted. It's going to be like some shootings or something that's going to happen that's really big. Like, and it's not going to be big, but it's going to be a lot of people that's going to lose their lives. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might go shoot up a school or shoot up like the fucking post office, or it's going to be shit like that happening everywhere. Watch. Star card at the bottom of the deck. Star quality, man. We were star quality, right? We get the information, and this is what it was back like when witch trials was started or whatever, and before with the witch trials. You know what I'm saying? That star quality, they don't like that, because we get information before it actually happens. And look at this, right, y'all? But the information that they got, which is like the Simpsons, how shit then played out like the Simpsons. I'm 39 years old. Motherfucking back when I was 5 and 6, I was watching The Simpsons, and they was Donald Trump was on there being the president. So y'all already know this, though, right? The Simpsons tell the future. Okay, the Revelation, the Bible tell the future and tell about things that happen in the world that hadn't happened yet, but also that has happened. But they're actually creating. They're the ones they're doing the things, making this shit happen. Though, this is different from what I do. This is true. This is nature. I can go to nature and get information. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I can go to, you know what I'm saying? This is authentic. This is real, right? And this is why we are a threat. This is why we've been a threat in our families. We've always been a fucking threat because we possess the inner knowing. We possess the true knowledge of the universe, okay? You have to know that shit. So all of these different narratives that's being created and shit, y'all gonna come back and be like, yeah, she the truth. I know I'm the truth. I don't need nobody to tell me that, right? But these motherfuckers, and that's another thing too. They want to take your confidence. They got your confidence, then they got you. You gotta be confident in what it is that you know. And know that your higher self is not lying to you. You know you've been doing the work. You know you've been doing what you need to do. They want to keep death over you, but you got your head to your studies, to you. Your studies is you. That's who you study. That's who you get to know. That's who you depict and all that shit. Take out what's not needed. Move it around. Shuffle it around. Break it down. Build it back up. That's what the fuck you do. You get what I'm saying? The first card that came out was Judgment, y'all. And look at how heavy the enemy was in the comments, though. Look how heavy they was in the comments, though, y'all. The first card come out, Judgment. Spirit don't play about me. Spirit don't play about the light workers. You know what I'm saying? Spirit don't fucking play about the light workers. I'm telling you, right? Just like you went. That's how it is with source, our higher self, right? You have a beautiful day too, baby. Let's see what other messages, source. What other messages do you have? Yeah, they're set. See, the cards be coming out. I be talking and saying it way before the cards come out. But the Three of Pentacles, they're creating narratives. Okay? They're creating. They're. Even that shit that happened the other day with Trump. Now I don't want to keep on mentioning this nigga on my channel, right? But even the shit that ain't nobody tried to shoot that nigga. And even if they did or if they didn't. Something that serious that's happening, I don't believe that it can actually happen. Like I don't believe that it can actually happen like that. I feel like every time when some shit that happens, because they so fucking weak, they have to try anything now. Now at this point they just trying to do it from anywhere. But they were much stronger. The ones that was created narrative, they're not there. Like it's a lot of darkness. They gotta see their way through. See, I can see in the darkness. I can see good in the darkness. If I was to close my eyes, I can read better, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers, they went so low to where it ain't no way a motherfucker gonna get that close with no motherfucking pistol. If you seen how motherfucking close that motherfucker was with that pistol. Think about when they shot, bruh, was he a Bush? Don't nobody know where that shot came from. It was more strategic. It was more thought out. You get what I'm saying? It was more thought out. So you have to look at, and this is how you know that things are turned around, right? Everything has been turned around. Y'all really need to look at Rod Hayes. Everything is like the flip of a coin. Everything's been flipped. Now we rise and they fall. And that's with anybody. That's not just with the system. That's with anybody that did not choose themselves. That's with anybody that wanted to keep on saying, oh, I'm going to be saved by somebody and stayed with that. And lived in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you fighting. That's what you fighting for, an entity. You don't even know what entity you fighting for. When only was to come is for that entity to devour you. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about scaring nobody no more because I done been put in some scary motherfucking places and I ain't had nobody to come help me out. I ain't had nobody to come I had to get myself out of that shit. Because you know why? Because spirit, like, no, let me show you what you made of. You don't need nobody to come get you out. And it's not that I don't need anybody, but spirit put me in there and dropped me in there and was like, now you do it. You can do it. It was just a hard lesson. It was hard love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it. And these are the things that mentally that we have to go through as light workers. So, you know what I'm saying? Just understand. Understand, like, really pay attention to what's going on and what's happening around. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed into the bullshit, man. It's you that's important. It's you that's gonna rise. It's you that's being protected. It's these motherfuckers got judgment placed upon them because of what they done to you. Listen to that. Cups. We got the 7 of Cups that just came out. Spirit, other messages that you had. Look it. Keep moving, keep going. Okay? There's going to be a lot of distractions that's coming up. I'm picking up on the distractions from the 3 of Pentacles. It's going to be a lot of distractions, okay? I don't know where you guys are in the world. And so I don't know how the distractions that they're creating, the narratives that they're creating, or whatever is going to happen, how it's going to affect you. But being still right now is that's the best thing to do. I'm not telling you what to do, how to do it. People got to go to work. But being still within yourself. No extra shit. Saving your money. You need to be stacking your money right now. You need to be stacking your money right now. It's gonna be needed. I promise you. Stack your money. If that's something that's been on your mind, it's just confirmation. Because this 7 of Cups and this 6 of Swords. It's a smoke cloud. Damn. It's a smoke cloud. My bad, y'all. My phone going dead. It's a smoke screen that's being put in front of everyone's face. But while that's happening, you're going to be being set off into on your own. You know what I'm saying? This is your guides moving you to calmer waters. While all of these people was eating up the shenanigans, or not the shenanigans, that they're eating up what's being shown. While they eating this shit up, you know what I'm saying? And they staying in this mindset and shit. I ain't breathed too many times since I've been up on here. It's a tower moment at the bottom of the deck. They chose not to take the fucking offer. Okay? So the smoke that they're in, the smoke cloud that they're in, this right here, this is how they are, right? They think that they protecting themselves. They think that they got the wisdom and the knowledge. They think that they're there. They think that they're there, but they're delusional. They're not. Okay? They're not. All of these souls, even those that's creating the narrative on TV, all of these motherfuckers that's in high places and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that's creating this illusion. Okay? And a lot of people think that, well, I'm okay because, and that was the same, like it goes with what I was talking about yesterday. And I had, where's that shit? Where's shit at? Ephesians, y'all. Watch the video from yesterday. Ephesians, it says, Paul ended the previous verse with the teachings that salvation is a gift of God. He continues with yet another reminder that works do not and cannot, works, the works that we do in life, right? The things that you do, the good deeds or whatever the fuck you want to call them, right? With you yet another reminder that works do not end, cannot, wait, the works do not and cannot save us. Good deeds are important in the lives of believers, but they do not provide salvation. I did a video on that yesterday, you guys. Okay? There's a lot of spiritual attack. There's a lot of psychological attacks going on. And they're coming from high places. Okay, they're coming from athletes. They're coming from musicians. They're coming from, because they all are under spells and they work for them. In order for them to keep their money, their fortunes that they have, and the wealth that they have to share things in social media and share things with the collective. They have to share things out there with the world to keep you in this state, right? And so you eating it up. You eating it up. And I'm not talking to you light workers, but I'm telling you what's going on around us, and this is where they want us to be, but we ain't fucking with it, right? Because we ain't no fool. You hear what I'm saying? If we gonna be a fool, we gonna be a fool going on our motherfucking own journey, creating our own path. You know what I'm saying? We already got something laid out for us. We gonna stay with my big mama, and we gonna stay with big mama, you know what I'm saying, and father. That's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's staying in a safe place. Like, for me, I feel like this energy right here, the Two of Swords, I feel like that's playing it safe. You know, we on the battlefield. We on the battlefield. I got motherfuckers looking me up trying to find where I live at and shit. Because of what I do. Because of me speaking the truth. They don't like the truth coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them that chose not to, they refused the offer. They refused the cut from the Most High. They refused the offer to have the knowledge of thyself. To have knowledge of self. That's what they refuse. And so they having a tower. They're gonna have tower moments. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming. It's happening. And at first it's happening within them. So they're delusional. They're going frantic. I'm picking up on a lot of mantic. It may even be some fucking damn, this is a trip that's showing me this. It may even be some like, you know how in the city sometime where they be having like riots and stuff? I'm seeing riots happening. People breaking into homes, breaking into businesses. But these are all the ones that didn't take the offer to know themselves. They didn't want to know who. And the power that bees, they're trying everything in their power. Like they're doing everything. Like they're creating to where, for me, it seems, from where I see, it's just like, damn, you guys they're not intelligent at all. So that's how you know they really have to do a number on us, y'all. Because where I'm seeing it now, and I know that they did a number on me and my lineage. I mean, I've overcame it, but I mean, they are doing a lot of magic. If you guys been having dreams about like artists, have you had dreams about artists or anything like that? That's moon magic. If you've had dreams about artists, like, you know, singers, rappers, or movie stars, or anything like that, where you've been like, you know, interacting with them in your dreams, which I call visions, right? In a minute, I'm gonna quit saying dreams too, y'all, because y'all been here long enough. But if you guys have had dreams like that and visions like that, this is a form of magic, and you are a light worker. And whoever you see in your vision is pulling energy off of you, and have been pulling energy off of you. They've been working with your soul. It's like they bought you. They bought you. So if we go into that, we already know when we sign a birth certificate, we sign our children over, right? And what is that? What color is it in? It's in red. It's in red, right? That's the blood. Like you signing your child over in blood. All of our parents then did it. Because if you don't do it, they then try to take your child or some shit or some other shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it in California. The United States, you have to sign. You see how that shit is? What other messages do you have? I'm going to get off of these cards. Yeah, they got some shit coming, y'all. And so this is what I was talking about like a couple of months ago when I said it was something that was coming. It's a lot of people that's gonna, you know, and innocent people too as well, that's going to be slain, be murdered. They're gonna be murdered. It's a lot of people that's going to be committing suicide. A lot of the ones who didn't accept the offer from their higher selves is no longer there. So These are dead vessels walking around. Soulless vessels. These are the ones that's going to be committing suicide. And that's a trigger. If it's a trigger word, I do apologize if anybody's experienced that. You know what I'm saying? With relatives or somebody close to you. But you know what I'm saying? I guess it is what it is, man. It ain't no, we really, to be honest with y'all, it ain't no time to be talking to motherfuckers with your head down. You need to look them dead in their motherfucking eye. All that, oh, well, you know, all that soft shit. Not now. Not now. Not what they planning for society. It's almost as if I'm being shown how they trying to walk the cattle into a ditch. And then they're going to strike a match and they're going to burn it. But they're doing it like nice, nasty. You know what I'm saying? It might even be a fucking disease that come out. Like, not a disease, but like, yeah, a disease. But it might even be like, I'm picking up on like, like, you know, that last one that came out when everybody had to stay in, something like that coming out, I'm picking up on. And then they giving like a big ass reward, like, you know, money like they did. Remember they was giving the money out, not the PPP loans. That was given out around that time. What I'm talking about is the C word. It's the C word, that. But I'm picking up on another one being been bringing that. Like, it's already started. And it's going to come and it's going to sweep across everywhere. They're going to call it a plague. This is one of the other plagues that's in the Bible. It's coming. Why they gonna do that though? The cattle. It's a cattle to move them this way. It's like they move them in different directions. I see that. That's what they do. If you a light worker, you get what I'm saying. You get it. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna pull a couple of more of these cards here. What other messages do you have? That's what they look at. They look at us as cattle. That's what we are to them, nothing more. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this up. And it's 9. And it's a number 9. It's a 9 of swords. 9 of swords in the back, y'all. I can't make this shit up, but it's gonna be a lot of money. I'm telling y'all. You got kids and you love them, keep them close to you. Keep moving, keep working on you, keep healing, because you never stop healing. You know how long they had us in captivity? Do you know how long they've been creating narratives for us to see things how they want us to see things, and for us not to have a vision or see? You know how long they've kept us in darkness and we didn't even know that we were a part of, that was our actual, that's our actual essence. Like, we are darkness, but it's a beautiful thing, but they made it into something ugly. Every soul, there ain't no fucking race. There ain't no religion. It's souls. We are souls having human experiences. That's another way they knocked us off our pivot. Now we tripping off of racism and shit. That's the first thing they teach you in school. Motherfucking kids learning about slavery and hanging people at 3 years old. You tell me what that is. They learn about harsh ways of people being unalived. And then what you think they're gonna turn out to be? These are souls, children, very impressionable. These are the same motherfuckers that own the football teams, they own the basketball teams, they own the schools, they wrote the school, they did all of that shit. They own the churches. They own all this shit. And just what you just been eating it up. The food industry, that's them. That's their shit. They own that. They got factories where they making all this shit. Everything you eat. Everything you put in your body. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is sick. We're gonna pull some, I just want y'all to keep that in mind and just pull from this shit. Pull from it. Where it's at. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? The attacks are real. If you not there, how long I've been on here? It's 11:43. See, I'm gonna get off. The attacks are real. And then the souls that they've been capturing, when it comes to, damn, my shit finna die. When it comes to the souls of, let me see something. Cause I'm probably gonna push it back. Cause I ain't even been on here for that long. My shit ain't just gonna cut off. When it comes to the souls that, there we go. Now we're talking. Now she's speaking. Oh, I have to move. So when it comes to the souls that are the light workers, you were predestined to be here. There were souls, there were grandmothers, there were uncles that we will call them, but you have warrior in your bloodline, right? That is fighting for you to be here today. And so if you still are here with me and you're watching this, I'm talking to you. And you know what I'm talking about. You have a warrior mentality, like, nah, this shit ain't taking me. You think how I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you could see. You know when it's some bullshit. You know when they playing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never been able to play with you or mislead you. You know, yeah, sometimes, you know, when you were in relationships, you know, at times when you was in relationships, you know, you were misled from out of love. You know, that's how they played on us. They played on us with love. You know what I'm saying? Because of what we carry inside, and it's a pure energy. It's genuine. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of our friends and family members played on. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you know that this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? And manipulation is part of the game. And everybody can use it. It's all about how you use it and what you use it for, right? And so this is why these motherfuckers is being punished. Because they're using magic that don't belong to them. None of this magic belongs to them. Not even the power to be. That magic don't belong to them. I want y'all to think about who that magic belonged to. Where did that magic create from? Where did it start? You can't take somebody's shit and think you gonna use it. You think that they wouldn't. You think that Source wasn't watching like the whole time, like it wasn't a setup? Yeah, this went on for thousands of years, y'all. This shit went on for a long time. That's how you know that when they say that you gonna be saved, it's not true, because the shit, where it come from? Where does the magic come from? They created a narrative even in that. That was a story that was created to keep you stuck, to keep you locked in. If over 1,000, they've been doing this shit for 1,000 years and ain't nobody still came. This story has been out there. It was different names. Yeshua. It's so many different fucking names. Jesus is the latest. To keep you conditioned. As long as I can keep them conditioned, as long as I can keep them, you know, coming back. How can I keep them coming back? How can we keep them? And each place was done. Each region was done differently. So souls were administered different things in different regions. And this is where you have the different physical and the religion or the race. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, just think about how black people act. Right? I say black people because then y'all know who I'm talking about. And then, like, they say they got a stigma on black people, right? And it could be true, right? Some of it could be true. Black people do this, black people do that. Indians, what? Do y'all know about what they did to the Indians? Think about how the Indians act. Black people, we always on the news and shit, so, you know. And I don't identify as black. I don't identify as anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I'm just speaking to y'all because this is what we know how it is, right? What it to be. Just think about the Indians. You know what the Indians, they don't talk about the Indians and what they went through when it comes to slavery. They was burying those people, kicking their fucking heads off. They was burying their newborn babies in the ground, kicking their heads off. Just think about when they buried that mother's child in the ground with their head like this and kicked the head off, and the mother on the other side facing the child with her head this deep and her body in the ground buried, and then they kick her head off. Just think what she had to think before that, and the pain and the agony, and then she left and then she came back. Because when you go to the light, you come back. They suck you in. They suck your energy in, right? But that knowing, she don't forget that shit. That she go in pain and strife, leaving the body. But first, before she left, she seen her child, brand new baby. Oh, that's a way for them to keep you here. That's how the lineage, that's how you keep them in, that's how you keep them in bondage. That's how you keep them in line, and their souls in line. Let me see something. That shit pretty, man. Hold on. There was something else I had seen. That's some real shit. This is what they've been doing. It's like a fucking it's just like the working force, you know? Like how they have the manufacturer, like how they manufacture something. It's like it's in order. It's an order the way they do things. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's being done with the souls. Same thing. I want to show you guys something, and I'm gonna pull some more cards. But this one I wanted to show y'all too, right? This one go crazy. Hold on.
People think it's real if you. And there's a saying that people love saying, and they always say that you are what you attract, and that's total bullshit to me. You are who you are, and when you are a spiritual person, you attract everything. That light attracts demons, and for that reason, it's because demons love light. They love to try and dim that light. They love to feed on that light and try to use that light for themselves. You know, you're going to attract everything when you're the type of person that vibrates at a certain frequency. You know, some people will need that frequency, and they'll try to swap destinies with you. They'll try to just use your energy, you know, to do what they need to do and leave you there for dead. And that's something else that people say, and that's real recognizes real. No, real recognizes everything. Real recognizes fake. Real recognizes passive aggressive. Real recognizes every single thing because of that discernment that they have in them. You know, and you guys just need to understand that the war here is very real.
Facts, right?
You think it's real if you think it's fake. It really doesn't matter, because the whole point of this operation is to cause civil unrest. Because you got to understand that the so-called powers that be, they understand that they have people polarized. Because for the past 4 years with COVID, with all of the crazy shit that's been going on, a lot of people are in a very polarized consciousness. So you got the Democrats, you got the Republicans, you have all of these different factions that's trying to just get people to go to war with each other. So this is really like the first stage in a bigger plan. This is really just a big plan to basically spark a civil war. Like, the whole goal with a lot of this shit is to just get people so amped up, so riled up, so emotionally invested that they can use that energy to make people do dumb shit. Because honestly, bro, the way I look at this shit, if you really believe that either one of these political parties can save you, then bro.
All right, so I'm gonna pull some more cards, y'all. But I just seen all that shit this morning, and I was just like, that's crazy, because it's hella shit going on. And that's just some of the things, like, I'm sure that you guys, you know what I'm saying, getting peeping shit and shit, and we pull off energy, just like they pull off of our energy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm gonna pull some more cards. You can't, and I'm just being called to tell y'all this, right? Fuck these motherfuckers, man. Fuck what they think. Fuck what they got to say. Fuck how they feel about anything. Do you. Be who you are. In a world full of fakes, you be the authentic one. I promise you, the more and more you radiate, the more power radiates off of you, the more protection you gonna have. Because the universe loves when you be yourself. The universe supports you when you be yourself, when you be real. You know what I'm saying? Because then you see real. You see real shit. You see shit from a higher perspective. You know when to step in and when not to. You know what I'm saying? You know which way to go and what. That shit they used to talk in church, how, oh, you know, they get the Holy Ghost and shit. And they used to be like, yeah, God told me to go this way and I went this way. God told me to go that way and I went that way. And you know what I'm saying? That was, that happens. But that was on some other shit, right? But really, our higher self is emotionally intelligent. So our higher self is the guide of us. Okay? But when we are infused with all of these worldly things, it's very hard for our intelligent higher self to operate because it weighs it down. We are light body beings. We are supposed to be light body beings. We're not supposed to be with all this heavy shit. And it's not just the food that we're eating, it's the pressure that we put on one another. It's the pressure that we allow motherfuckers to put on us. It's the, you know what I'm saying, the weight of the world that we allow to be on us, and we shouldn't. We ain't gonna be here forever, so what the fuck is we tripping off of any of this shit for? Yeah, we gotta live. Yeah, we want a roof over our head because we've grown accustomed to that, but we used to live outside and be damn happy with it. Be damn happy doing it. We had access to food that we didn't even have to pay for, and it was nutrition. It was nutritionist, you know what I'm saying, nutrition. It wasn't unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? So when you listen, you can't be, you know what I'm saying, bodies and shit. You gotta, you know, let me pull some more cards, you guys. I was just called to tell y'all that, like, fuck these motherfuckers for real, man. Motherfuckers gonna try to make you feel like what you saying ain't, like, this shit ain't for everybody. You not for everybody, light workers. You ain't for everybody. You can sit there and share your deepest knowings, like the shit that you being shown, like the shit, I can share this shit. It's gonna be so many people that's gonna come up against what you're saying because they're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of you. They fear you. They fear that one day you're gonna know exactly who you are and you're gonna pivot right the fuck up out of here. And then they're not gonna be living anymore. It's gonna be death. Everybody gonna drop. All souls gonna drop and cease to exist. Real shit. That's what's happening right now. That's why they create narrative. That's why this shit happening. This shit is finna start happening. This shit been happening though, and it happened all the time when it's time to reboot this motherfucker. But this reboot is not a reboot. This is a clearing out. This is what they don't understand. That's how I know these motherfuckers is delusional. Because we're not rebooting shit. And somebody big is gonna see this video. Somebody that's up there gonna see this video. They already know who I am. But you're gonna see what I'm saying. We ain't rebooting shit. We clearing this motherfucker out. That's what Big Mama doing. She came back, and you know she back. You're very aware that she's back. And it's certain ones that you cannot touch. I'm one of those ones. It's certain souls that you guys cannot touch, and you guys know that shit. Because otherwise, they would have been took us in a fucking auditorium or somewhere, and they would have us tube the fuck up, getting information from us. They got aliens that work with them. They would have sent them. They got aliens that work Area 51. They got aliens that work with them for real. You know what? I apologize for saying aliens because they don't like to be called that. They got extraterrestrial beings that work with them. I'm respectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking around. You know what I'm saying? The ones that work with them, I call them motherfuckers aliens. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some that work with them. Surrender. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so let me see what that is. So 4, oh my goodness, y'all. I can't make this shit up. 4-4. Y'all cannot say that y'all ain't been seeing 4-4. Come on now. Let me see what this means, y'all. I'm coming back on here too, y'all. I'm coming back. I was gonna do some of my Whitney cards because I haven't done them in a long time, and I just feel like Whitney just been, you know what I'm saying? I've been like, I just been like, I don't know. I ain't even giving Whitney no attention. I did mess around with her though, like a couple of days ago, and I pulled some cards, and they was just like right on point for me, and I was like, oh my goodness, you love me. You love me a lot. Hold on. 44. So, goddess of spiritual surrender, Nubia, Egyptian, high priestess, and the element is bush. Okay, it says goddess Aset is revered as a magical healer and a sorceress. She of 10,000 names. You may know her as Isis. Her Greek name or Aset and Asit or Wuset. Iset was worshipped in ancient Nubia, the Sutton region, Egyptian, and beyond. So she's been everywhere, right? Let it all go. Say out loud, now, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. Everything I need to know. Wait, I'm sorry, this is the declaration. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. If I told y'all in the beginning when I first started, I was saying that everything unfolds when it's supposed to. And I had kind of gave a description on not to ask for more than you need. Okay? But use your magic for what you need to complete. What's in front of you, what's presently in front of you, and for protection and to cast demons and souls out that don't need to be in your energy. That's what you use your magic for. We're not using our magic recklessly like they've been using the magic that don't belong to them. This is our shit. How you gonna take something from somebody? That's just like a motherfucker walking up to you, slapping you. Boom, give me your water. I wish a motherfucker would, boy. Because that's what's been going on. So, anyways, I feel like I'm taking away from the whole surrender and a set. But, yeah, surrender. I'm going to pull another one, y'all. Let me see. I want to see what other... 4-4 is significant. Somebody's name is Natalie or Natasha I'm picking up on. Stafford. Somebody's last name could be Stafford or something. Or Stafford or some shit. Stafford. My name is Monique. Somebody got some money coming in. There's some money coming in to some light workers. And the reason why it's coming in is because you're in a position to where you need it. It's something that needs to be taken care of and the deadline is coming. And so, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's protected. That information is that right there is protected, and I'm going to cloak that information so that it can't be touched by no outside entities. What I just said. Let me see something. What other messages do you have? Speak up. Who is this? This is Mama Kumba Bang. 3-3. Oh my goodness, y'all. I cannot make this up. Y'all sorry, y'all. I'll just be all of that fucking I don't know, y'all. I just be hella like I enjoy my time in the spiritual realm. Let me just say it like that. So 3-3, y'all, right there. Look. I know y'all been seeing 3-3. Alright. See what that means? That's Ascended Masters number, y'all. Y'all some Ascended Masters, or are you guys moving to that energy of Ascended Master? Like, you know what I'm saying? You there? Some of y'all do tarot too, you know what I'm saying? Oh, divination. That's what I wanted to call it, divination, instead of calling it tarot. I don't know where that word came from. But divination, because that's exactly what it is. It's divination, right? That's using things for magic. It's divination, right? So let me see. It says Mama Kanya Boo Bang, goddess of speaking up, Senegal. temple is Greedos. Her element is water, right? Mama Combo Bang protects the mouth of the Seagull River. Single River. When making an offering to her, you must not speak to anyone else. Coming or going, sing for her, chant for her, call to her, give Goddess Kamibu your voice and she'll be happy. Speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have a right to be heard. You are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. Own your voice. As the old saying goes, stand up for something or fall for anything. Being neutral is not an option. I just said that shit earlier. I just said that shit. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and convictions. And I'm going to turn beliefs into truths. Okay? So I'm going to read that over again. They said your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, truths, and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell someone today. Tell them. You better, you have to stand in that shit. When you don't fear, there's a different type of kind of energy that reside in my ear ringing. There's a type of kind of energy that lingers, that comes around you. We all have auras, but you make that a part of your aura when you don't fear. That's a protection shield. Not fearing what's to come because you chose to tell the truth, because you chose to tell a motherfucker how you feel and where to take it and where to stick it, because you chose to denounce the relationship, not your throne, not your sovereignness. I'll denounce my sovereignty you on with you reckless motherfuckers. Then I'm giving up my sovereign energy. You guys are sovereign. You're past king and empress status. We were never kings and queens and shit. We all stood as one. We were all equal. I'm talking about not in the physical, I'm talking about in the spiritual. We were all leaders with love and compassion. You know what I'm saying? We didn't play with each other. We fought them though. We fought them. Some way, somehow they got in. It don't even fucking matter at this point. Now they getting out. Now they gotta go. Because this shit was never theirs. It never belonged to them. The magic didn't belong to them. This earth didn't belong to them. None of this. They got somewhere to go though. They got somewhere where they come from. They got somewhere they come from. 8 is significant. Completion. Fucking play with me. Anyways, and if we gotta be ruthless, we gonna be ruthless. Because that's how the warriors run in my motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, in my camp. They get real ruthless over here when they come to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and you light workers, they get real ruthless when they come to us. You gotta know it though. Some battles we ain't even gotta fight. So when you give that shit up, that's because you got bigger fish to fry. That's lightweight. Get it off your mind. Knock that shit out. Knock it out the ballpark. Meaning give it to the universe. Give it to your... Give it. When you let it go, that's when you giving it away. Whoever grab it from there, don't even trip. It's being handled. They being handled. The situation is being taken care of. Because we don't need that stress on us. We got other shit that we need to be doing. We got to get to know who we are again. We got to come into our truths. We got to know that's where it's at. It's right here. It ain't nowhere else. And if you think that where they've been trying to keep you, everywhere out there, but here. Not one time in school, not one time in college, not one motherfucking time in the church do they say, you know the true power lies within you. You know, not even that. You know that your higher self is a direct connection to source, Christ, that Christ conscious live in the mind. So you are Christ. Consciously. Did they tell us that? Did they tell us the motherfucking truth? Nah, these motherfuckers been lying the whole time. That's the enemy. Anybody that will lie to you to keep you from knowing who you are is the motherfucking enemy. Anybody that will lie to you to keep you stressed or in a mental state where you're in prison, they don't give a fuck about you. You shouldn't, but we go through this, right? This is how we learn. But how do you come out of that? How do you get the fuck up out? How do you get out of that? How do you pull yourself out of that? Because ain't nobody coming to save you. In the situation that you in. If you held captive just by even a husband or a friend or anybody where you're listening to their delusional ass, you know what I'm saying? Supposed to be helping you, advice that they wouldn't even take, that they wouldn't even do themselves, that they wouldn't even get in motherfucking self, but they're gonna give it to you. But they're already operating in a low state. They want to keep you there because they gonna feed off of you. That's how this shit work, right? It's just like the grid. It's like the earth. That's why they don't want to let it go, y'all. Look at how much come out of the earth. Look at how much money they pull out the earth. PG&E, homes they create. Then they charge you for the homes. Then look at how much it's all about money with them. They don't give a fuck about you. They never been about you. You gotta make it about you. Alright? So let me read this real quick. Alright? Speak up. So Mama Kombu Bang protects the mouth of, I feel like I read that, of the Seagull River. When making an offering to her, you must not speak to anyone else. Coming or going, sing for her, chant for her, call to her, give goddess. Did I just read all this? I did. I know I did. Kombu your voice, and she'll be happy. So speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have a right to be heard. You are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. Own your voice. As the old saying goes, stand up for something or fall for anything. Being neutral is not an option. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, truths, and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell somebody. I was supposed to read that again. Tell someone today. And her goddess declaration is, I reclaim my voice. I speak out. And I speak up. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna take all my energy back, and I'm gonna give all y'all energy back, purifying both ways. I'm gonna close this portal off. Okay. Anybody that sent any negative energy, I just send it back to you 1,000 times fold. Okay. I know you going through it, but I don't give a fuck. You finna go through it some more. You heard me? And I'm gonna give one more. I'm gonna allow. Source is gonna give one more message. So this last message is from Source, from the metaphysics deck. Hope all you guys. I don't want to use hope. You guys have a nice day. Nice rest of y'all day. It's 12:24 where I'm at. It's daytime. 12:24 p.m. And keep moving. We're warriors in this shit. At this point, as long as we've been going through it, you gotta be a motherfucking warrior. You know what I'm saying? You had to you didn't play many a roles. You know what I'm saying? Many a roles. My name is Monet. Kristen, I'm picking up on Kristen. My name could be Latoya. And somebody's last name could be Lockhurst or Lockhorse or some shit like that. Okay, let me get the card. Whoa, that was 2 cards that came out. Okay, so Peace and Connect came out, y'all. Let me see. Let me see where it says Peace and Connect. You know what? So I won't waste no time because I always be trying to do this like trying to go hella fast through it, and that's not gonna work for me. The pages and shit, y'all. Where's the L's? There she go. The number 19 is significant. Okay. Somebody's birthday can be September 19th or September 11th. And August 4th. August 7th. May 8th on October 12th. Okay, so anyways, let me see. I was just listening. Peace. Okay, so Mama D is the mama you never knew. That's her, right? Yeah. This is the card right here, y'all. Mama D is the mama you never knew you needed until she walks into your life with her cat Lucy, who's peeking her head out of the bathtub. Oh yeah, there we go. There go the cat right there, y'all. It's right there. Okay. I'm like, where's she at? This music is significant. Music is very significant. You know, I want to tell you guys this. To you light workers, we really, music really calms our souls. Like, it's a certain kind of music though. Not this ratchet ass music. Like, I like rap music, you know, but it's just like I'm getting like maybe like the 80s, 70s music. So you can be called to listen to some music and it'll help you meditate. You know what I'm saying? It'll help you become in a meditative state. I mean, just a pointer, something that you guys can use. The music coming from the bathroom playlist is only the best hip hop as she leans into the mirror, applying her perfect makeup. Lanticarica, whatever her name is, Mace is the electric lady of all the realms. She is the sacred bath lady for the kings and queens and spiritual leaders in all the realms. She cleanses you with oils and waters, helped by her dear elemental friends who aid her in every sacred ritual. Her pink glasses bring back 2005, while her eyes are filled with massive pools that seemingly flow out of the card. Lanticra works with water to help you process your lessons and help you find peace. It's time to cry to the playlist you made. It's time to let it all out and heal. When you hear the truth, when you hear the truth, you well up inside. And there is no fighting the flow of emotion. It's okay to release those waters when Lantigua Mace shows up. It is time to ask yourself, am I avoiding the situation? Am I being as communicative as I want as I want in return? Am I open to receiving? Okay? So that's significant for somebody. I feel like that's just like bringing spirit be coming through, y'all. Y'all can tell y'all more that energy. The Akashic Records is gonna flow when you let it out. The Akashic Records is gonna be like poo 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 poo. They gonna start popping open. You gonna be like, oh shit. That's what I be doing, y'all. I be in the car like, what the fuck? Like, is that right? You gonna go tell somebody and then spirit gonna block it like boop. You can't tell nobody. This is not for everybody's eyes. This is not for everybody's ears. This is for you. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what be happening to me. Okay, so the next one is connect. Hold on, let me find it. I'm gonna let y'all go. 81. Somebody named Natasha. That was clear as day. 81. Okay, so connect. I cannot pronounce her name, y'all. It's Abracabadabra. There she go. I gotta call my baby. Hold on. Okay, whatever. I forgot her name. But is said to be a magical series of numbers. And if you write it out in a certain way, it will bring miracles into your life. The literal translation is, I will create as I speak. In this card, you are encouraged to speak to your heart. The topical oracle tells you to rub your heart and chest with love. Speak to your heart. in a way that creates a gratitude rampage. Take the topic of your choice. Okay, I'm sorry. They just showed me something, y'all. They just showed me something. I gotta tell y'all. So when they took the minds, or as they take the minds of people and the children, when they take the minds, they also put a shield around the heart. That's what they just showed me. Okay? So however you want to depict what I just said and see it, like, because we all have different perspectives, and I would love to be shown how you guys be seeing it, because I mean, it's a beautiful thing, because we all have different perspectives, but it all kind of go merge into the same thing. But that's how I'm explaining it to you guys, or you guys might explain it in a different way from hearing it and just feeling what I'm saying. But yeah, when they took the minds, they also blocked the hearts off. All right, that's what they showed me. Okay, so speak to your heart in a way that creates a gratitude rampage. Take the topic of your choice and rub the spelling of the, okay, so this, okay, whatever, okay, the name of her, or the name of, no, I'm sorry, the name of this ointment, right? It's an ointment, and they're calling it her. It's called abracadabra. It's called abracadabra. I think I was supposed to make y'all laugh. That is so funny. I couldn't read that shit at first. I had to really look at it like, okay, because I want to tell them. It's called abracadabra, but that word is actually, it means something. And I'm telling you right now, I never knew that. Okay, on to your heart chakra, and just be still. Be here. For extra integration, do the pairing below and read all the cards in the spread. Plant spirit is aloe. So like natural aloe is good too, you guys. It's natural aloe, right? And you rub it over you. But you know, you also, because you guys, some of you are healers, right? And so you just take your hand and you can energetically create that that abracadabra, that whatever that ointment is, and you can rub and you can say things and create that nurturing place right there to unblock. Some of you guys may have a blocked heart chakra on certain levels. That don't mean that it's completely blocked. It could be blocked to communicating something specific to somebody that you need to. You could just be like, I'm done with that shit, but it still bother you. If it still bother you, then get it out. Why not just, say how you feel? It ain't gonna change shit, but it's your soul that needs to, to regurgitate that out. It needs to come out, okay? Sometimes we hold on to things, and when we hold on to things, we keep them inside. When I say inside, I'm talking about we externalize shit. And this is where diseases come from, y'all. In the physical, cancer and things of that nature. That's one of the ways to catch things, and stress, and high blood pressure and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different ways that we can get diseases, but holding on to shit is one. So and the powers that be know that. That's why they put you in fucked up families. That's why they sit you in fucked up families. Fuck up your mind. 111 is significant. It's actually 111 right now on the clock. Well, that's what I see. I guess it's wrong, but it say 111. It's 12:35. I'm gonna let you guys go. I want you guys to know that it's being a completion. It's a completion to so many different things in your life, and it's time to step up, speak out, and start and finish completing those things. Okay? It needs your attention. It's things that need your attention, and your soul know. Listen to your higher self. And just finish playing it out. Don't play that game. Play it out and and release all this shit so that you can go on about your way. You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, what's that card that came out? Where is it? Because I want to show you guys before I let y'all go. And this is so you can know that the spirit is, I'm telling you, the source don't be playing around here when I be talking. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get the message out. Where is it at? It was the card with the with her leaving in the boat. I know it just came out. Where is she? She had left in the boat. I don't see it, y'all, but she had left in the boat, and it was a spirit guide that was whisking her away, and I said that you will be going to calmer waters, and she had her baby in her hand, and she had her back turned to everything, and they were, you know, she was protected, she was being held, she was in a boat. That boat signified you, you know, the protection that you have over you, you know what I'm saying? The protection that you have that's going to move you from this tower that's to come, this tower that's happening. It's not even to come, it's actually happening. So you say your last words and you make peace and you go. You don't want to take none of that shit with you, because if you do, this is the attachment that I talk about. If they can attach themselves to you, then you move them out of this tower. You bring them with you. And so now you are still in that same energy. You know what I'm saying? It's going with you. You don't want to take none of this shit with you, man. Let them have that shit. Give it back. It never belonged to you. Okay? I love you guys. Okay? Namaste, namaste. Meaning my light and me see the light in you guys. Okay? Don't let nobody knock you off your point. Alright? We all got a point. We are being called to the battlefield. And you gotta be able to stand and fight for you. You know, fight. Like, you know, we fight together. We don't want nobody fighting for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in the spiritual realm. You want to be able to be yourself, your true essence, to where you could fight with them. You know, and you guys fight together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the way that the conditioning is, everybody have to be cradled nowadays. You gotta assure people, no, this and no, fuck that. We not living, like, I don't got time for that shit. I don't got time to be babysitting nobody. I don't got time to be making you feel better or walking on eggshells or tiptoeing around you, because I ain't got time for them type of kind of relationships. I'm not fucking doing it. I did it for too long. You know what I'm saying? And I know as a light worker, we that's what we've been having to do in order to keep our head above water in these families and these relationships and shit. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to let you guys know that, you know, you don't need them. You good. You got me. You know what I'm saying? You got you. You just as powerful as me. And they can't fucking go. And we gonna know how to weed them out, okay? We know how to weed out who is who. We know who is who, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you can't play and think that you finna sneak up over here and your ass ain't gonna get sent back over there with them. No. I'm gonna sound the alarm. Alright, you guys. If you didn't watch it from the beginning, go back and watch it, and you're gonna see how everything came together and how I use my magic. I love you guys. Namaste again. Okay, sending peace and love. See y'all.